After a 3-year pause, the federal government is pressing play on student loan payments.
Cybersecurity experts are warning you to be on alert as the scammers are trying to get a piece of the $1.7 trillion owed. 5 on your side's Keely Arthur joins us now to help cut us through this confusion and fear surrounding the restart. Keely?
Well, we know many borrowers hoped this day would never come. A lot has changed in the 3 years since the pause began. Here's what you need to know about paying, the consequences of not paying, and how to avoid being scammed.
North Carolina's student loan debt is totaling $51 billion. That translates into more than 1 million people who will soon have an additional and likely unwanted monthly bill. To ease the burden, there's an on-ramp repayment option for the upcoming year that allows you to miss payments with fewer financial consequences.
In that if you do miss a payment, where it would normally get reported as delinquent when you were 90 days delinquent, that's not going to happen. They're also going to make sure people don't default. Normally default happens when you hit 270 days. But you will still get past due notices, maybe even some collection calls, because those payments are actually due.
This month, more than 45 million student loan accounts turned back on, making for a tough transition for borrowers and loan providers that laid dormant for years.
I don't think there's an industry on the planet that would not have delays and perhaps some other bumps in the road if all 40 some odd million of their customers came back at exactly the same time.
No doubt scammers are going to try to take advantage of that frenzy.
Right, so we are seeing a major uptick in student loan scams. The goal for them is to engage with you, to convince you they have something valuable to offer that's often too good to be true, and then use that basis to get information out of you, in particular your financial information, things that can be used to siphon your money. And unfortunately, Americans are falling for this kind of stuff because 1 in 7 Americans have a student loan.
Zulfikar Ramzan, the chief scientist at Aura Labs, which provides all-in-one consumer protection through an app, says do your homework now and know that services like lowering your monthly payment, changing your repayment plan, and consolidation are free.
And most people don't know that this is out there for free, so they pay the scammers to do essentially the same work that they could have done with no cost whatsoever.
Yeah, don't fall for that. If you owe, you should have already reached your borrower, or your loan provider should have already reached out and sent you a letter telling you what your payment is and what to do with the due date. If you have not heard from them, you should log into the Department of Education's website, and that will tell you who is holding your loans. I know this is something people want to avoid, but you really want to kind of arm yourself with knowledge so you can start paying it.
So frustrating that people want to take advantage like this.
They always do, Deborah.
Yeah. Thanks, Keely. Yeah.